dragon of smoke flies high over the yellowed mountains covered by dark forests. It moves its strong wings, creating eddies, and a clear wind blows from its dilated nostrils. I observed through the windows that landscape that had become monotonous due to the many times I had had it in front of my eyes. The discolored meadows blanketed the valley, in the middle of which the pale tree rose. The assistant sat opposite me reading a book, but paying little attention to it.
"What are you looking out there? By now you should know the landscape by heart,"
she said in a humble tone. "That absurd animated tree is too cheated a mystery, and I'm getting tired of spending time analyzing its contortions."
"With matters like this you have to be patient. It is not easy to find the answers to certain enigmas. It can take many more decades."
Too much time has already been wasted behind its structure. And then, I begin to think that such a phenomenon will never be explained. It, I want to tell you people, is the Pebble Tree. Name that was given to it in the beginning as a joke, but by which he has been defined ever since. It is a conformation of unknown material, exactly south of Lviv, in the Carpathian Mountains, although it is known to be unique in the world. The particularity of the object, assuming that we can talk about the object, is the extreme variability of the shapes. In fact, it is constantly changing and assuming infinite shapes. Dimensions also do not remain stable, and elevations of it were detected until high altitudes. Unfortunately, from the discovery decades and decades ago to today, no one has been able to understand what governs the movements of the Pebble Tree, despite the many scientific expeditions that have alternated around it. Now I was standing right under the trunk. Its base was at that moment a long stem which at a very high altitude split into two branches, the latter in turn split into two other parts, and so on. The fractal branch thickened so much, as the bifurcations rose, that they were indistinguishable. I was captivated by this design. I therefore believe that I have plunged into a particular trance. The fact is that even now, if there is a now in this place, I float in the celestial sea, moving my wings and blowing a clear wind.